Uh, Hello and welcome. Myself, Dr. Suman. As you know that I am dealing with the public administration optional paper for BPSC. If you want to subscribe any course in the paper of public administration, you can easily download the Mobishala app from the Google Play Store and insert my institute code, that is MEZA 5555, and you can subscribe my courses for public administration as far as BPSC is concerned. As you know that I am going to deal with the new topic as far as the public administration is concerned, and that is the a topic which is very important for the public administration as far as the mains examination is concerned, and topic will be for this session is that is ecology of administration. And as far as your main syllabus is concerned, there are 5 angles is going to enter or mention in your syllabus, and that is a social ecology, economical ecology, political ecology, and cultural ecology, and legal or constitutional ecology. So as you know that I am going to discuss the ecology of administration. As you know that what is the ecological approach of the public administration as far as what is the theme of the public administration, and as far as ecology of administration is concerned. As you know that any bureaucracy that is work in a certain circumstances and certain environment is there, and each and every behavior of the bureaucracy is affected by his surrounding, that is called ecology. So as far as the ecology of public administration is concerned, it is a interplay between its environment, that is the ecology, that is the social ecology is there, there is a economic ecology is there, and so indicators as far as the ecology is concerned, and how these type of environment and this type of ecology or environment is going to affect the behavior and conditioning of the bureaucracy. That is the main theme of the public ecology of public administration. So without any delay, now we are going to discuss that is the ecological part of the public administration, that is called ecology and administration. So as far as ecology of administration, that is 5 angles is there in your syllabus as far as BPSC is concerned. That is social, economic, cultural, political, and legal. So what do you mean by ecology of public administration? The meaning of the ecology of public administration is that the ecology of public administration is a manifestation of the environmental forces that check the practices of the public administration in any given society. So as far as the ecology is concerned, the ecology of public administration is going to manifestation of the environmental forces, and that environmental forces is going to check the practices of the public administration in any or given or any specific society. So in the natural or the biological sciences, the term ecology refers to the interplay of a living organism with its physical and social environment. As you know that in biology we are studying the organism and its environment and its interplay and interrelation between the environment and organism, and that is living organism, that's maybe a plant or that's maybe animal. So as far as the public administration is concerned, public administration also a living organism, and living organism is going to affected by his surrounding, that is the environment, and environment is going to change the behavior and of the any public bureaucracy in specific or certain societal conditions. So it's referred to, as far as the social sciences in biological sciences is concerned, it's referred to the interplay of living organism with its maybe physical or social environment. Like living organism, bureaucracies are conditioned by their environment, and the condition is naturally mutual. As you know that the environment is going to impact upon the public administration, that is public bureaucracy, and public administration is also going to impact upon the environment. So first of all, first thing is that in ecology of public administration is concerned, or ecology of administration is concerned, it's believed that administration is an open model. The impact of the environment is very naturally visible upon the public administration, that is public bureaucracy, and public administration orientation towards the environment is the main theme of the study as far as ecology of public administration is concerned. As noted by Farrell Hardy said that the bureaucracies as well as other political and administrative institutions can be better understood if influences and forces that shape and modify them are identified and ranked to the extent possible in order to of relative importance, and if the reciprocal impact of these institutions on their environment is also going to explode. So this, as far as the quotation of this statement of the Farrell Hardy is concerned, so if you want to study the certain specific characteristics of the bureaucracy, it should be going to study its environment, because environment is going to articulate why public administration is behaving very specifically in different types of a cultural environment or different types of societal orientation. So as far as the Farrell Hardy is concerned, it's going to articulate the importance of the ecology, and ecology is going to decide the behavior, decide the practices of the public administration, and each and every aspect of the public administration is scientifically and objectively going to study it when we are studied with the its indigenous or its local environment, because environment is the whole region of a certain special characteristics as far as the public administration is concerned. So when public administration is going to change from the one society to another society, if we talked about that is the Indian public administration, that is American public administration, it's also going to differentiate. Its very characteristics is totally different in different parameters. It is because all of it is the society is going to change, the culture is going to change, and mainly that is the ecology is going to change. So each and every administrative organ or administrative system is going to study when we opted very scientifically to interrelate the administrative system with its environment. As far as if bureaucracy is to survive as a viable instrument of administration, and there is little indication of its willing abandonment in any country or society, then there is a primary requirement for administrators to comprehend its nature and take account of this changing ecological situation. If you talked about this survival of the bureaucracy, why bureaucracy is so important as far as the Indian administration is concerned, its main reason is that because the whole survival of the society and survival of the democracy, it is depend upon the bureaucracy or in fact public administration. So if you talked about the public bureaucracy is never going to replaced by anything, because its character and its role played by the very crucial, and when bureaucracy is also going to change according to the changes in the environment, so that there is always equilibrium between the environment and the behavior, and when equilibrium is going to establish with the environment and the administrative system, it is the main reason why public administration is so important in developing countries, and why public administration is a dynamic concept, because it is going to equilibrium with the dynamics of the society, is going to interrelate with the public bureaucracy, and public bureaucracy is going to adjust it with its environment. That is, in a very simple sense, that is the interrelation, that is the interaction between the environment and public system, in fact public bureaucracy. As far as the ecological approach has also been utilized by Fredericks in the ecology of public administration and his administration in developing countries. As you know that, as far as the father of public ecological approach of the public administration is called J.M. Goss, when it's coined the first the importance of the ecology in the field of public administration in 1947, and after coined by the J.M. Goss, there are lots of scholars which is going to contribute in the field of the ecological approach of the public administration. As you know that the firstly this concept is coined in the field of the public administration, that was J.M. Goss, when 1947 J.M. Goss recognized that if you want to study the behavior and practices of the public administration very effectively and very objectively or scientifically, it should be studied with the interaction with the and also relation with the its ecology. So it's any behavior, it's very abnormal or very effective and very strange in some sense, it is going to search in the ecology, and ecology is going to answer why certain administrative behavior behave like a very abnormal and very different manner. So as far as the J.M. Goss is known as the father of the public administration, then Roscoe Martin also worked upon the ecological approach of the public administration. Then after Robert Dahl also very articulative and very important thinker as far as the ecological approach of the public administration is concerned. But in modern sense, the main contributor towards the ecological orientation, that is the non-ecological to ecological approach, it is implied by the F.W. Ricks, and the main contribution in the very modern sense is that the main immense contributions given to this type of orientation and this type of study is mainly given to the Fredericks. As you know that Fredericks also applied a ecological approach to the study of the public administration as far as the developing countries is concerned, when he opted this type of ecological factor to study that is the orientation of the developing countries. And as far as the main work of the Ricks, that is conceptualized the prismatic model of the administrative system, which deals with a range of social phenomena and behavior which influence the political and administrative aspect of life in developing countries. As you know that as far as the prismatic society is concerned, there is always nepotism is there is a heterogeneity is there is a ascriptive value is there is a multi functionality is there, and there is always a gap between the theory and practices. So these are basically devoted to the ecological approach. That is the why ecology is not very very effectively and very inward in spirit is capitalized, why there is always a gap between what the theory said and what is practice is going on. So it is the ecological approach which is very important for the study of the prismatic society is concerned. And as you know that prismatic society is a representative of the developing societies, and India also a developing societies. So these studies are very important as far as the public administration is concerned and as far as the ecology of administration is concerned. The background of the ecology of the study is concerned, study of the ecology of the administration is concerned, it is a newcomer and it came into the field of the public administration after Second World War, when a newly independent nation is not going to impact by the that is the administrative theory which is built in the American society, and American public administration is not going to impact equally in the diverse societal orientation like Afro-Asian countries or Latin America is concerned. So there is always a gap between universal orientation of the administrative theory is going to question by the different scholar. As you know that the three problems are an article which is written by the Robert Dahl, and as far as the why public administration is not a science, because if a public administration want to status of a science, it should concentrate the ecological environment, and because public administration is a social expression and public administration is a culture bound concept, so if you talked about the scientific study of the public administration is concerned, the whole more and more stress given to the ecological aspect of the administration, and because public administration is a culture bound concept, so it's a very in simple manner we can say that the one part of the globe of the public administration exhibits quite different orientation and quite different characteristics. Another part of the globe which is in simple manner why Indian public administration is different from the American public administration. It is only due to the societal orientation is a change. The society status is very different, culture is very different, the economical, political, cultural, legal aspect is very different as far as the public administration is concerned in America and in India. And why comparative public administration is so important as far as scientific study of the public administration is concerned. That is the main basis of the comparative public administration, is that the main foundation cornerstone is the study of the comparative public administration. It is also the ecological approach of the public administration, and that is the ecological study in the field of the public administration. As you know that as far as the origin and meaning of the ecology is concerned, we know that the ecology is a branch of biology. The term ecology was coined in 1866 by the German biologist, that is Ernst Haeckel. In biology, ecology deals with the relation between living organism, it may be plant or it may be animal, and then an environment. As you know that there is an interaction between the environment and the living organism. It is the living organism, may be the animal or may be the plant, and that is the study of the living organism and his environment, and their interaction is going to be studied in the field of ecology. And as we know that the ecological approach has borrowed from the biology in the field of public administration, and as far as the administrative system is concerned, ecological approach assumption is that administrative system is like a living organism, and living organism is going to interact with his societal condition, its environment, and environmental impact upon the administrative system is easily visible, and in some manner the administrative system is also impact upon the environment. So as far as the ecological approach is concerned, we borrowed this type of concept in the field of public administration from biology, and as far as the ecology word is concerned, the firstly coined by the Ernst Haeckel. Ernst Haeckel was a German biologist, and this term is coined by the Ernst Haeckel in 1886. And what is the ecology? Ecology, as far as the biology, it is a branch of the biology, and in ecology we are going to deal with the in relation between living organism and then environment. So the term ecology is borrowed from the biology and applied to the study of public administration. It is quite clear. Administrative ecology is concerned with the interaction and interconnection between the administrative system and the social system within which public administration is embedded. As you know that, I have earlier mentioned, public administration, that is called administrative system, is going to interact with the social system, and public administration is also a open model. In open model, that is it is behave like a organism, and social system is going to impact upon the public administration, that is the administrative system. That is the main theme of the study as far as the ecology of administration is concerned. Thus, the ecological approach examines the links and interdependencies between an administrative system and an environment, that it may be social environment, it may be economic environment, it may be cultural environment, it may be political environment, and it may be legal environment or legal factor is that. So in other words, an administrative system is not only influenced by its various environmental factors, but also it affects them. There is always a two-way interaction is there. The ecological factor is going to impact upon the administrative system, and administrative system also act upon the ecology. That means there is a two-way interaction, and impact and effect is a two-way. Each and every is going to impact upon both angles. That is vice versa. Environment is going to affect the administrative system, and administrative system also impact the ecology. So as far as the ecological approach has been emphasized by the several scholars, such as, first of all, you know that the father of the ecological approach of the study of a public administration is known as the John M. Goss. He coined the term in public administration, that is ecology, firstly used by the J. M. Goss in 1947. Next scholar which is very important for the ecological approach, that is the Robert Dahl, then Roscoe Martin, then Fred W. Rix. Thus the ecological approach, a post-World War II development. As you know that when in Afro-Asian and Latin American countries, newly independent countries, administrative system is behaved differently, because the societal condition and societal orientation is quite different from the American, and that is the first world countries. And the importation, that is the import of the administrative theory, and the effectiveness of the administrative theory is very doubtful when when American administrative theory is going to employed in the Afro-Asian or Latin American newly independent countries. So that is the main lagging part of the administrative theory, and firstly it is recognized that the universal application of the administrative theory is questionable, that is doubtful, because administration is the sub part of the society, and society is going to change from the one nation to another nation, and administrative theory is going to also change with the ecology, that is the societal conditions, and because the cultural values, the societal values, and that is the economical condition is quite different from one nation to another nation, because we talked about the firstly that American public administration is representative of the first world country, and when those type of administrative theories is going to apply in the field of the third world countries, which is which got the her independence in 1950, that is the post-World War, post-World War II phenomena, and this is not very workable as far as the public administration theory is concerned. So these type of resultant which is not going to found, and workable administrative theory is not found in the field of the public administration, then new type of approach is coined by the scholars like J.M. Goss, like Robert Dahl and Roscoe Martin, and these scholars are going to concentrate upon the ecology, and ecological approach is going to scientifically study an effective indigenous model. Indigenous model is going to developed by the indigenous manner, and according to ecology, that is the main expression, and that is the main theme of the study as far as the ecology of administration is concerned. Much importance in the study of the comparative public administration today, as you know that, as far as I have already said a few minutes earlier, that is the foundation of the comparative studies given by the ecological approach, and that is the main cornerstone or the founding stone for the study of the comparative study. That is also a subfield of the public administration when we are going to study the different types of administrative system in a very comparative manner. As you know that Nimrod roughly said, when public administration is want to change into the scientific discipline, there should be a comparative studies is going to apply in the field of the public administration. So ecological approach is going to the birth of the different type of subfields and different type of branch in the field of the public administration, that is known as the comparative public administration. As far as the some scholars' view is concerned, firstly we start with the J.M. Goss. As you know that J.M. Goss is known as the father of the ecological approach of the study in the field of the public administration. The main theme and the main assumptions, main ideas about the J.M. Goss about the ecological approach is that the ecological approach to public administration was first proposed by the J.M. Goss in his article, that is Reflection on Public Administration, in 1947. As you know that we have already discussed, there is an article which is written by the J.M. Goss in 1947, and that article was Reflection on Public Administration, when in this article the J.M. Goss going to discuss with the and coin the term of the ecology in his very seminal essays which published in the 1947. The study of public administration must include its ecology, Goss has declared in 1947. Where as far as the scientific and very comparative manner study is concerned in the field of the public administration, Gauss stressed upon the study of public administration must include its ecology, because Gauss believed that administrative system not like a closed system, it is an open system, it is also like a living organism, and living organism is very affected by its environment, and that is the main theme of the J.M. Gauss and main ideas. As far as the J.M. Gauss is concerned, according to Gauss, there are 7 environmental factors. As far as the Gauss is concerned, Gauss mentions 7 environmental factors which are useful in explaining the way in which administrative system function. The first environmental factors according to Gauss, that is people. Second is the place. Third one is the physical technology. Fourth one is the social technology. Fifth one is the wishes and ideas. Sixth one is that is catastrophe, and seventh one is the personality. So these 7 environmental factors is going to decide each and every aspect of the public administration. So these 7 environmental factors is very important as far as the ecological approach is concerned, as far as J.M. Gauss is concerned. He stressed, that is J.M. Gauss stressed the importance of ecology in explaining administrative behavior also. If you want to study the scientific study of the administrative behavior of any public bureaucrats and public bureaucracy, it should be going to study the ecological orientation and ecology of that administrative system. Gauss urged that the future research should relate the various non-administrative factors to formal administrative element. If you know that, if you want to study the formal and administrative part or administrative system of the study, it is also the various non-administrative factors is going to impact upon the administrative system, like social, like economical, that is so and so. As far as the next view is concerned, we are dealing with the next more important contributor in the field of the ecology of administration, and that is views of Robert Dahl. Robert Dahl says that as far as the why public administration is not going to like a scientific discipline developed in the form of the scientific discipline, the 3 problems which is mentioned in his seminal work, that is the seminal essays, which is the 3 problems, which is also published in the 1947. As far as the views of the Robert Dahl is concerned, in his 1947 essay, Robert Dahl stressed the need for cross-cultural studies. As you know that cross-cultural study is the main theme and main factor of the study in the field of comparative public administration, and Robert Dahl stressed upon the cross-cultural studies and referred to the environmental effects on administrative structure and behavior. If you know that, if you want to study the administrative structure and administrative behavior in a very scientific manner, it should be cross-cultural, because culture is different, and when we study a different type of cultural orientation and different types of administrative system and administrative behavior in a very different cross-cultural manner, so that is the main concern about the 1947 essay, which is the main concern about the stress upon the cross-cultural studies is a must to understand the environmental effect on administrative and structural behavior. Dahl observed that public administration could not escape the effect of the national psychology and of political, social, cultural environment in which it's developed. So, as you know that the public administration going to impact affected by the national psychology. That is, the national psychology is different from one nation to another nation. Psychology is different. That is, the political condition and political environment is also different from the one nation to another nation. There is there is a society where the democracy is rooted firmly, and there is also a type of nations or society, the democratic root is not very formed. There is a some lagging is there. As far as the social and cultural environment is concerned in which it's developed, it is the main concern about the how to objective and scientific studies of structure and administrative behavior is understand. In these factors are going to explain the behavior and study of the scientific study of the structure and behavior is are lean and affected by this environmental factor. As far as the Dahal would point out that cultural factors could make public administration on one part of the globe quite different from the public administration on another. When we talked about the public administration of the Indian public administration is different from the American public administration, and American public administration is quite different from the Pakistan public administration. It is due to the cultural factor could make the public administration one part of the globe is quite different from the public administration on another. So that is the main is the cultural factor, because culture is change. It is very different in the India. It is going to change with the America, and it is also going to change with the Pakistan. So that is the main factor is cultural factor. That's make the quite different type of public administration, and there are three types of that is the first is the American public administration, second is the Indian public administration, and third one is the Pakistan's public administration. So it is main due to the cultural orientation, because culture is different from in these three countries. So the public administration is also a cultural expression, a culture bound concept. So public administration is different from among these countries. As far as the administration and social ecology, the first topic and the first factor which is mentioned in your syllabus, that is the social ecology. What do you mean by the social ecology? The first of all, according to Ricks, the social environment of any community is dependent upon its institutions, classes, relations between various castes, historical legacy, wealth, tradition, religions, values, faith, ideas, etc. As you know that the social environment is going to decided and dependent upon these type functions. That is the quite different types of classes, the quite different types of institution, quite different type of historical legacy. There quite different type of economical condition. That is the quite different type of tradition is there. Quite different type of religion is there, and different type of societal values and societal faith is there, and quite different types of ideals. It is the main factor of the social environment which is a change according to these factors. All these factors have deep impression on administration. As far as the societal ecology is concerned, these factors, it's a deep impression and deep effect upon the public administration. That is why it has been said that public administration is deeply influenced by the human element, and this differs from society to society. As you know that in public administration, we are deal with the public administration, it is deal with the human element, and it